Hey, what's up? This is Alex from mindfortraction.org. So today we're going to talk about why people lose power, why you keep losing power in relationships, all right? And this is going to be very interesting because I love this subject. And I thought about it yesterday, all right? So let's get started, all right? By the way, for those who don't know, you can follow me on social media. Oh, look at that. Follow me on social media, right? And also, for those who don't know, I'm also on Patreon, whatever. And you can follow me there. You could donate to the channel if you guys enjoy this content, and it's a lot of fucking content, right? You could donate $1, $2, $10, $20,000. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be mad. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. I'm actually gonna be sending a newsletter today where I'm gonna be sending you guys the 5 coolest things I found out in that week, like in this week, like the coolest videos, the coolest anything. You guys are gonna get it, all right? You guys are gonna get announcements from me, and I'm also gonna be talking about how to lose weight technique that I'm gonna be showing you guys on how to make losing weight an inevitable process. All right, so let's get started. The first thing that people do that makes them lose power is complaining. People don't respect someone who complains a lot. People don't respect people who complain. They're victims in their mind. They protrude an energy of how can I say this, of toxicity. Like, people who complain are just not fun, and we'll be around them. All right, like, if you complain, you better start appreciating life, because when you're known as someone who complains, you're just not fun to be around. All right, so that's one reason why people lose power. People lose respect for you if you continually someone who complains. All right, number 2, being holier than thou. This is what I do, especially in this channel. I do this a lot on this channel. A lot of dating coaches and a lot of spiritual teachers, they make the one mistake, which is this: they come across too perfect. They teach meditation and they say, I never sin. I am always present in the moment. Or I'm a dating coach. I never get rejected. I know everything. They just try to look perfect. Like, I'm a dating coach and I always apply what I teach. Oh, fuck that shit, man. That's a problem there, because if you have those standards, you know what's gonna happen? When something comes out about you that's mean, which something about me is gonna come out one day. I know that for sure. There's gonna be some scandals. I know that for sure, right? Don't look around. Don't speed up the process. Don't be asking for favors. But essentially, the issue is that when you have such a high standard, by being, for example, like parents try to say, do as I say, don't do as I do, right? So the problem is that then when you say something, your children's gonna say, oh, you do that. Like for example, like I'll say, people still tell me, why don't you apply the technique? You say you're very impatient. I thought you meditate. You see, people do that who have bad intentions, you see? But if you have the impression of, you know what, man, I told you, motherfucker, I'm not perfect, all right? I teach you guys this, but it doesn't mean I fully apply, because I'm still working on it. You see, no one can use the words against you. Nobody can censor you, because you're giving off the vibe of, I'm a human person. I teach this, but it doesn't mean I'm 100% faithful to it. I'm just like you. Like, when you do that, coming across imperfect, showing weakness, people cannot control you. People can't control you. But when you live into other people's standards, trying to meet their standards, they can easily control you. For example, you're smoking cigarettes. Your parents catch you, right? You smoking cigarettes. What are you doing smoking cigarettes? I didn't know you smoke. And you're ashamed of it. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare you? I'm sorry. They're feeding off of your energy. But what happens if you do this? Why are you smoking your cigarettes? Oh, my bad. I didn't know you guys didn't like me smoking cigarettes. I won't smoke in the house. How dare you not smoke cigarettes? Well, I smoke cigarettes. I'm sorry. Like, you see, like, they can't control you. Like, when you set the barriers, the standards low about your behavior, doesn't mean you're gonna be a fucking dickhead. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, don't act holy. Don't be holy. Don't try to be too perfect, because people are gonna use that against you, and you're gonna lose power. Number 3, your inability to say no. People will control you. A lot of people have, for example, you're working at a job, right? And you're trying to make a good impression at your job. Somehow, when you're trying to make a good impression at your job, it's kind of like you accidentally say yeah a lot. Don't you notice that? It's kind of like an automatic reaction. You say yeah, and you say to yourself, what the fuck did I just say yeah to? Like, that happens when you're trying to get someone's validation. So your inability to say no causes you to lose control, because people will control you. And this is the problem. It's not that they control you, it's that you're going to feel resentful. You're going to feel resentful for the world, is that's going to accumulate, and you can create an identity out of it. You're going to hate the world. You're going to say that the world is mean and manipulated, when in reality, you're the one that's allowing that to happen. You see, number 4, being reactive. Being reactive is reacting and taking seriously everything everyone does or says to you. You do it because you care what the people think. You feed off the validation. Whenever there's a lack inside of you, a lack of unhappiness, most of the time we try to feel that lack with other people's reactions, particularly those who we find of higher value. That could be our parents when we were children, but when we grow older, we begin to value our friends, so we value their opinion. But then as we grow older, we begin to value the other sexes because we want to have sex with them, all right? For right reasons, so very, very, very right reasons. All right, so as a result of it, you tend to lose yourself because you're reactive. You're looking for yourself in other people's reactions, see? And so people could use that against you. Now, these are the 5 traits that these are the 5 reasons why people are always living in reaction. Mind you, living in reaction is for example, like somebody tells you when you're a child and they tell you, hey little kid, do you want a candy? You know what you do? You look to your parent. You say, and your parent goes like, and you go, yeah, I want the candy. You see, like, that's living in reaction. You see some stimulus that you may or may not want. You see what other people think. Okay, you guys like this? You guys like this guy? That looks cute. He's cute. Okay. Well, he's not hot. He's not hot. Everyone keeps calling him cute, but he's not hot. Okay. You know, like that's valid. Looking for validation. You know, that's being needed. But this is more what I'm talking about. You doing this? You see this channel? You're like, I like this channel. This channel's good. I don't care. I like it. You see, like, there's nothing in you that needs them. So they can't control you. So that's a way of manipulating the masses. You see? That's a part of the superficial social standards. You have a need, unhappiness. The society gives you that need. It shows you that everyone's having it. You see a leader that has a lot of conviction saying that that's what you need, and you go for it. You see? You close your eyes and you begin to live the world through second-hand experience. Rather than first-hand experience, you begin to believe things because other people are saying it. And the problem is that because you begin to assume that everything that the big people say is true, then that's when they can begin manipulating you, telling you what to do. You see? So you gotta have, this is the issue, is that people who are reactive have these 5 qualities. They have no personal sense of identity. They don't know themselves. They're who they are is based on other people's reactions, so it's malleable. They don't know themselves. It's ever changing. You see, not ever changing for the good, but ever changing for the bad because it's based on who's in front of you. You see, your values, what you value in life, what you want in life. Do you value security? Do you value this or that? It changes depending on the circumstance. You see, what you appreciate out of life. Most people don't appreciate things out of life. You appreciate things based on what other people appreciate. You see what I'm saying? Your emotional intelligence, right? Most people who are reactive have no emotional intelligence. They are reactive. They see something and they want it. They have impulsivity. They see something, everyone else wants it, and now they want it. You see, their emotions are not based on themselves. It's feeding off of the environment. And personal purpose in life, not purpose in general, what people telling you should do. They don't have no personal purpose. Their purpose is based on what the environment tells them they should. Go to the 9 to 5, you work at 9 to 5, you find out that you're unhappy, but you don't know why. But you fail to look at that in reality, you're being led by the masses. You're not looking into yourself. You're not living with your own intentions. You're just living by other people's intentions and other people's desires. You see, you gotta be the woman, you know. You gotta stay at home. You gotta be with the kids. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying there's something wrong with it if that's something that you didn't decide. If that's something that you just assumed was right. The assumption that that's what you should do. That's why people regret things in life. And life never goes as they expected. Because they're promised that living by doing that role will bring happiness. Number 5, all right. The people who lose power. Okay, no, I'm still talking about being reaction. The ones who react are the ones that lose power. You see, like when you're reacting to the environment, you don't like what I do, I'll change it for you. Or nobody likes this anymore, let me change what I'm doing right now because nobody likes it. Like your happiness doesn't come from your self-amusement. It comes from what other people want. You see? So when you react to value, you get nervous. So for example, the reason why you react to people is because you see them as valuable. There's a lack of value in you. You see? For example, like let's say that you need a job, right? Let's say that you need a job. Let's say that you need a job and you're in an interview because you need that job. Their no is going to have more of an emotional impact as opposed to you going to a job interview, not needing a job, and them saying no to you. It's less to you. The reason why you react less is because they have less value. By value, I mean that the person who needs a job, that person who's interviewing them has value because they have something they need. You see? So when they have something they need, it means they have something they lack. And all of this is based on an internal thing, which is something that can be easily self-fulfilled when you become more present. All right? So what happens is that when you have that need inside of you, you feel like you need to fulfill it. You need to be happy. So suddenly when you see something that could give you happiness, a someone's validation or choosing or whatever, you get nervous, which is in front of people. When you see people who are more important to you, your boss or your husband who puts you down, you're going to react to them. You're gonna get nervous. You're gonna get shy, and that also comes from a generalization. When somebody hurts you, suddenly you attribute everyone hurts you. So now you see the world as a defensive. You get defensive because you assume that everyone's trying to hurt you. That's what fear does. Fear makes an enemy out of everyone, and then it isolates you, which puts you in the worst position. All right. Your personal values. No, this is all relative to your personal values. All right. So your value as a person is relative to the person. So when you're hanging around someone that you don't like, you act with more value because your value is based on the person's lack of value. But so you act more confident, you act more cocky because you hardly feel confident, so you feel cocky as an overcompensation. But when you're with someone that you that you like but they don't like you, suddenly their value is higher. So what happens? Your value lowers. So you feel nervous. You see, so you don't act like yourself. You go to mind for attraction to find out what to do. You see? And that's why your personality changes depending on the guy. Your personal value that isn't. So what do you gotta do? You gotta base your value, who you are, not based on comparisons, but based on equality. You see, any sense of superiority to somebody else means you're malleable to fall because you will meet someone who's better than you, and you will get less attractive as time goes by. It's inevitable. Why not start preparing now? Which is this. You gotta stop finding happiness based on other people's lacks, based on contrast. You see, so in order for you not to lose power, you have to base who you are on equal ground. Not see other people as better or worse than you. See them as equal. In order for you to do that, you gotta see through the veil of emotions, the illusion that people put, like I am cool. Like worship me because I'm good. You gotta see through that, seeing through it, and a way for you to do it is actually seeing their inner child, see them as a kid, literally see them as a kid. You're gonna see exactly how that works. Literally, like if you see them as a kid, you're gonna see through the veil. You're gonna realize, holy shit, like this is all an illusion. It's kind of like having sex with someone. Like when you really want to fucking have sex with someone, like you just see them as like, oh my god. But then after you fucking come, you're like, oh, okay, like oh shit, like you saw like it's no big deal. It's like it's just mind made. All right. Number 5, no personal boundaries. People will feel your lack of boundaries and take advantage of you. When you have no boundaries, for example, like you don't know, for example, like, let's say that you just moved to a country and you're looking for a job. When you're looking for a job, people know that you're looking for a job and they know that you say yes to everything. So suddenly they'll say, hey, clean my house. Hey, also clean this, also clean that. And they'll test you and they'll know that you have no boundaries. And so they'll keep going further and further and further and further and take advantage of you. You have no personal boundaries. When you have no personal boundaries, that means you don't respect yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because everyone's been there. There's nothing wrong with that. You see, don't you know that I always say that there's nothing wrong with that? Because there is nothing wrong with that, because that could be easily fixed. You see? So a reason why people lose their power is because they have no boundaries. All right? Number 6, the last one. Giving without having. You know, there's a book that's called, I forgot what it's called, but when you give just to give without first taking care of yourself, people will undoubtedly take advantage of you and you're going to lose out in the long run. There's 2 types of givers. The givers that give without first taking care of themselves, and the givers that first take care of themselves and then give out of the abundance that they have. Just because you're a giver doesn't mean that you don't have to take care of yourself. People think that in order to be a good person, you gotta sacrifice yourself, and then, go do good for the others in the hope that life will give you in return. Fuck that shit, man. If you're doing your homework and somebody wants to interrupt you because of your homework, you first say, look, first let me do my homework and then I'll help you out. You gotta first take care of yourself. First take care of yourself. First feed yourself and then feed others. You gotta first do that. People will take advantage of you. Don't buy into the illusion that you got to give and not expect and like give, but first take care of yourself. Like it's so stupid that people do that. I'm sorry. Like that's how people take advantage of you. Like if you're working at a project and you're stressed at a job and somebody tells you, hey, I need an extra hand, you gotta say no, because if you don't finish this project for your job, you're gonna get in trouble. Sometimes the fear of saying no, we just say yeah, just to say yeah. And I'm not ostracizing you because it happens to everyone. It happens to me too. But I'm just saying, you just got to get used to that. You got to be aware of that. That's how people give their power. Anyway, so this is how it's done. People lose their power through complaining, being holier than thou, and having high expectations from themselves, inability to say no, being reactive, having no personal boundaries, giving without having no personal boundaries, and giving without having. This is how it's done. Anyway, this is Alex from myfortraction.org. Let me see if I have something else to say. Let me see. Oh, man, I have something important to say. You know when you have something important to say, you just don't say it because you forgot. I bet you money I'm gonna forget once I close this. I swear to God I will. I think that's it, y'all. Take care and bye-bye. Alright guys, so I want you guys to check out my online course called Dark Game. That's right people, Dark Game. And this course is pretty much, I review to you the secret tactics, the secret techniques to create attraction in almost any woman, right? But not just attraction to the point that makes her want to see you all the time, where she's the one initiating all the contact, right? Now just imagine to be able to keep all of the girls in your life that you lost because of your stupidity. Imagine, and I had stupidity too. Imagine being able to keep them. Imagine being able to have 5, 6 women available to you, wanting to see you. Imagine being able to create intense relationships where they're all doing all the work. People, that kind of stuff does exist, people. I'm not gonna promise you that you're gonna bang like 40, 50 women. I'm gonna promise you that you're gonna be able to keep the women you have, that you get with. I can promise you that keeping them will increase with this course. But let me keep showing you something. This course is pretty huge, people. It's a huge course. This course has over 50 videos, right? And some of them you could get for free. If you just sign up, you get free videos, right? But in these videos, let me show you guys the course, right? All right, guys. Shit. That's me right there, right? In this video, I pretty much teach you guys how to find your purpose. Right? All this is how to find your purpose, discovering your purpose, right? I teach you guys then about female psychology, all of the principles about female psychology you guys need to understand. I then teach you guys the mindset, the proper mindset that you guys need to deal with women. After that, I teach you guys 21 videos on how to game. I mean, it's pretty much unbelievable, man. I gotta make this available, right? But it's unbelievable how many, I pretty much put everything: outer game, social circuit game, strategies, threesomes, foursomes, everything, right? And on top of that, I give you guys a few bonuses: how to overcome approach anxiety, why you can't take actions, a Dickhead pattern to change your mentality, how to go from open to transitions, right? 81 minute long, people. This is like, I don't know how long this is, but this is hours, and I mean hours worth of content. And you get a 30-day money back guarantee. I mean, you without questions asked. All for $99, people. This could be around a few thousands, to be honest with you, right? But you guys get it for $99, right? All you gotta do is just go over here, purchase the course, and you'll get access to it. And if you don't like it, you could just message me and get your money back, people. Look, man, don't be hard-headed, people. Don't be hard-headed. This is the course that you guys need, right? It gives you guys everything. I cover everything. I can promise you, man, you're not gonna get a more in-depth course on how to attract women and keep them more than this. All right. Anyways, people, check it out. 30-day money back guarantee. There is no risk and you could get the free course. You get the free trial. The free trial are these videos that you get for free, right? You guys could just sign up. You could watch all of these videos for free, right? And and you don't have to pay. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. I want to see you guys inside because again, people, you can't lose nothing. There's a 30-day money back.